It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Bears coming up next.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. It's brought in by Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Fields throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry now for David Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, Fields flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Man open is Robinson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down now, Swift. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on third, Goff. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Goff now to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 39 that time.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left. And this will be caught. So they try for 2, good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Gone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second and goal, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. And that is taken in by Hurst. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. A final shot before the break. Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney as time expires in the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to.
And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here we go.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. Defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, 2 people, you're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
Steps away to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to get him for a loss of about 3. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. He coughed it up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Hey, check.
Fields. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL. And this time he is in.
Yes.
David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Let's go.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd down and 3. Here's Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands. On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery from 4 yards out. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.